around the eyes.
All right, for those that are online, we've got about 3 more minutes, and we'll go ahead and kick it off here. Just have waiting a few more minutes. Last minute's always the longest one.
It is.
I don't see anyone desperately running in at the last minute. All right, I've got 2 o'clock here, so we'll go ahead and get this kicked off. Quick introductions by order of importance. We've got Deb King over here, Bob Byrne, and myself, Matt, with OAK. On behalf of Buckley Community Schools and C2AE, we appreciate you all coming here. Those are in person and online. We are here to open up bids for the K-12 building improvements and large gym roof. Quick administrative items. If you haven't already silenced your phones, please go ahead and do so, or at least check. We do have 15 different bid categories. We are going to start with bid category 1. I believe there are 3 project alternates, so I'll be reading through those. Just so you know, OAK will acknowledge any clarifications and voluntary alternates, but we will not read the number. And again, if there's not a bid security attached to the bid form, we will not read that bid. Personal checks are not accepted. After the bid, we'll be conducting post-bid interviews with the apparent low bidders, I believe, this Thursday and Friday. If we deem necessary, we may contact the next bidder. Do not contact the owner or architect with questions. Please contact Bob right here, and we will do our best to get bid results published on our online website here tomorrow morning, midday. So with that, we'll go ahead and kick it off. All right, bid category 1, earthwork. First bidder is Pop Excavating for a base bid of $437,770. They have acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Elmer's Crane and Dozer for a base bid of $698,855. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder is CJ Excavating Inc. with a base bid of $596,121. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They do have a voluntary alternate. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, AJ's Excavating for a base bid of $399,800. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 2, concrete. First bidder, Gelsma Concrete Construction. Base bid, $199,000. They've acknowledged the addendum. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Kent Companies, for a base bid of $355,319. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. And they have not noted the schedule. Next bidder, Tunison Concrete, for a base bid of $234,832. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Shepherd's Concrete, for a base bid of $198,090. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 3, Polished Concrete Finishing. First bidder, Applied Flooring. Base bid, $24,198. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. They have not endorsed the schedule. Next bidder is AK Concrete Staining for a base bid of $38,776.50. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Burgess Concrete, for a base bid $20,125. They've acknowledged the addendum, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, Masonry, Tankor Corporation, for I believe a base bid of $320,000. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Bay Masonry, for a base bid of $215,000. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Brigade Masonry, for a base bid of $233,198. They've acknowledged all the addendums. They do have voluntary, or no project alternates. They do have voluntary alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Nickel Masonry, for a base bid of $295,400. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They do have a voluntary alternate. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 5, Metals, Steel Systems, Inc., for a base bid of $218,662. No acknowledgement of addendums, no project alternates, and they did not acknowledge the construction schedule. Next bid category, number 6, General Trades. First bidder, Hallmark Construction. Base bid, $636,800. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Vandercote Construction, for a base bid of $644,000. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 7, Doors, Frames, and Hardware. First bidder, Automatic Equipment Sales and Service, for a base bid of $72,770. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Architectural Openings and Access, for a base bid of $59,225. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Allen Supply, for a base bid of $58,454. They've acknowledged addendums, all the addendums, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 8, Roofing. First bidder, Hoekstra Roofing, for a base bid of $340,800. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. Project alternate number 1, fluid applied membrane roofing is an add of $87,750. Alternate number 2, wind driven rain resistant louver as an add of $29,400. Alternate number 3, drip edge and asphalt shingle is an add of $13,600. They also have some voluntary alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Summit Point Roofing, for a base bid of $275,935. They've acknowledged addendums 1 and 2. Alternate number 1, I'm assuming is an add. They did not indicate it, but it's $314,600. Alternate number 2, wind-driven rain-resistant louver. Again, it's an assumption of an add, $2,235. Alternate number 3, drip edge and asphalt shingle, assumed add of $1,550. And they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Preferred Roofing Services, for a base bid of $180,840. They've acknowledged addendums 1 and 2. They have no cost for alternate number 1. They have no cost for alternate number 2. Alternate number 3 is an add of $9,465. And they've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category is 9, aluminum glass and glazing. First bidder, Grand Valley Glass. Base bid, $191,675. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Traverse City Glass, for a base bid of $211,947. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates, and they have not endorsed the schedule. No acknowledgement. Next bidder, Northern Michigan Glass, for a base bid of $178,900. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Lakeshore Glass and Metals, for a base bid of $219,400. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 10, black plaster drywall and acoustic. First bidder, Chess Construction, for a base bid of $218,000. They've acknowledged addendums 1, 2, and 3. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Ritzma Associates, for a base bid of $296,916. They've acknowledged the addendum. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, the Balma Corporation, for a base bid of $285,700. They've acknowledged the addendum. No project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 11, flooring. First bidder, Ritzma Associates, for a base bid of $84,150. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder is Bayview Flooring, for a base bid of $88,982.80. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, River City Flooring, for a base bid of $85,551. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, the Balma Corporation, for a base bid of $93,056. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 12, painting. First bidder, Halligan Painting. Base bid $42,200. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Inside Out Painting for a base bid of $18,500. They've acknowledged addendums 1, 2, and 3, no project alternates. They did not endorse the schedule. Next bidder, Vork Brothers for a base bid of $23,298. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Genesis Painting for a base bid of $24,750. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, number 12 or 13, lockers. First bidder, LG2 for a base bid of $21,276. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Rayhaven Group for a base bid of $19,463. They've acknowledged the addendums, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Bernard Enterprises for a base bid of $35,700. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, 14, mechanical and plumbing. First bidder, Moore Mechanical. Base bid, $424,639. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Vans Mechanical, for a base bid of $396,450. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, J.E. Johnson, for a base bid of $460,000. They've acknowledged addendums 1 and 2, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, John E. Green Company, for a base bid of $677,100. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates, and they have endorsed the schedule. Next bid category, 15, electrical, Eisenhart Electric, for a base bid of $216,613. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates. They've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Hearst Inc., for a base bid of $337,000. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder, Martel Electric, for a base bid of $263,367. They've acknowledged addendums 1 and 2, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder is Shoreline Power Services for a base bid of $274,667. They've acknowledged addendums 2 and 3, no project alternates, and they've endorsed the schedule. Next bidder is Top Line for a base bid of $251,000. They've acknowledged the addendum, no project alternates, and they have not endorsed the schedule. I believe that concludes our bid opening today. Again, for those that showed up, thanks for coming out here. Drive safely for wherever your destination is, and thank you all that have joined us online.
I'll get the invites out for post-bid.